early spring in the Davis garden. Hostas are popping up everywhere. Ajuga is blooming. Lamb's ears are getting thick. I'm preparing beds for annuals and cut flowers. Hopefully they will do well. We just had a nice rain. These oxalis plants are popping up everywhere, but I love them. Hydrangeas seem to be doing a lot better this year than last year. The weather hasn't been as crazy, although we did have a late snap last week that singed some leaves on some of my roses and some of my hydrangeas, but I don't think any of the buds were affected. The Abelia that I trimmed back in winter is putting out nicely. This little dwarf Japanese maple, it appears it has one little dead branch, but it's still beautiful. The oak leaf hydrangea up in the corner is doing good, and behind it is a forsythia that's very tall. It bloomed a few weeks ago. It was really beautiful, but I probably need to trim it back. I put this sunshine ligustrum here a few weeks ago, and it is doing well. I think I will limit up to make it have a tree form. I don't think I want a big bush there since it's so close to the oak leaf hydrangea. I may end up moving it though, but we'll see. This beautiful, wow, I lost my train of thought. Clematis, Nellie Moser, it's a white clematis, is doing great. It's got buds all over it. I cut it all the way back to like 6-inch sticks this winter, well, probably in January, and it has already gone up to the top of the trellis. The grass is beautiful where I overseeded the Bermuda with perennial ryegrass in the fall. I love it. It's great having green grass to set off your spring plants rather than the Bermuda that would probably still be dormant right now. It's starting to green up a little, but this green grass is awesome. My little rose bed here is doing well. I have a yellow knockout there, a rugosa rose, and around here is a coral drift rose. They are all doing great. Some of the leaves were nicked by last week's frost, but I'm sure they'll bounce back. I'm gonna have to plant under this fig tree, and the fig tree is starting to break dormancy. You can see the leaves coming on it. But I expanded a bed underneath it last year. It was so big, it was shading out the grass, so Norm and I expanded the bed. So we're gonna have to fill in underneath it. We have some hostas and other shade lovers already there. So I'm waiting to see what's gonna pop up. I don't remember where I planted anything, so I need to wait and see before I start digging in there. But the perennials are coming in. The vegetable area I have yet to start on. I've cleared the beds out. They're ready to plant, but I want to make sure the weather is going to be good before I waste my time and energy planting. I have lots of plants inside that I overwintered and seedlings that I grew under grow lights in my basement. So a lot of them look like they're ready to go, but I want to make sure the weather is ready to go. More scenery. This Lady Banks rose is blooming up a storm. It did not bloom at all last year because of the crazy weather, but this year it's putting on a show. Amazing. My peonies, I believe, are going to do well. They've emerged and I see several buds on them. The hostas are up and getting bigger every day. There's another peony and hydrangea. I planted this little lemony lace elderberry a few weeks ago, and it is doing great. Can't wait to see how it does. Look at that Peggy Martin rose along the fence line. It is so big, I am afraid of it. It's going to be a mass of blooms very soon. I can't wait. Another vegetable bed. I have some arugula and leaf lettuces coming up in that, and mustard greens. Those azaleas are doing great. They're putting on new growth as well, so they're extremely healthy. We cut down a river birch this year. As you can see, the stump with the pot on it, it was huge, but it was very unhealthy, dropping branches. It had several dead branches, so we decided to go on and cut it down. But I planted a lot of other trees, smaller trees around that hopefully one day will provide some variety and color and maybe some shade in this area. I planted a black lace elderberry near these hostas. I don't know if it'll get big enough to provide shade. I may have to relocate those hostas. We planted this small, gosh, I'm having another senior moment, red bud tree a few weeks ago, and it is doing great. So I can't wait to see what pops up next. I'm going to be on vacation for a few days. So maybe that's a good thing. I won't be out here watching every minute to see what's happening. I'll have a pleasant surprise when I get back home. Bye, everybody.